An exciting parcel has arrived.
I think it's the Midland Pullman.
Simon doesn't know what's in it yet.
But I think it's the Midland Pullman.
He thinks it's the Midland Pullman.
Because I was watching Daddy on Amazon, I think, looking at a Midland Pullman. It's the Midland Pullman!
Who's excited? We went to see this train recently coming through both Reading and Twyford.
Link up there.
I don't know how to
And
do
there'll
that.
be a link in the...
I don't know how to make a link come up. There. Or even there.
But we'll put a link to it at the end of the video.
What a beautiful box. Look at all the wonderful pictures on the back there of the real thing.
Yeah.
Simon, you appear to have disappeared from the video. Shall we get it out and see what it looks like inside?
Watch out for animals on the line. Where is the model?
Are you excited, Simon?
Yeah. I think it could be a boiled egg because it is a ventilated box.
A boiled egg? You think it could be a boiled egg?
Yeah, because it's a ventilated box.
Why did you say you think it could be a boiled egg? And all it says, Class 43 HST, diesel electric locomotive operating instructions. Oh, look at that. Feast your nose. I mean your eyes. I'm not going to lift it up in case it's not going to fall out, but there we go. There's two of those in there. Let's show the other one as well.
Did you buy any coaches?
No, I have not yet bought coaches. The coaches aren't actually available yet. You can pre-order them, but they're not being produced yet. So we're going to have to wait a bit for the coaches to come out, but we've got plenty to do with this. That is rather lovely, isn't it?
Does it have sound?
It doesn't. This is just a DC one. It's DCC ready, but it doesn't have sound in it. So we'll have to give it a test and make sure it all works, won't we, Simon?
Yeah, let's get the baseboard out.
Okay.
So here are the Midland Pullman power cars, ready to run. Working fans.
What, are the fans turning? No way.
They are
That's
really.
amazing.
They're really turning. They're turning like mad on the back one.
I expect they turn because we're running this DC. They need to be running, which makes it harder to film them. But yeah, look at that. I expect when they're fitted with the decoder, we'll be able to switch those on and off separately.
It's going really quick with fans.
They run very smoothly, don't
It
they?
also has working lights, look.
Yeah, I see the light on the front. That's good.
And the back.
Oh yeah, red lights on the back. I expect if I reverse them, the lights come on the other way around. Yeah, we've got our red lights there.
Let's just check it has white lights on the front.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Wonderful.
This is one of my all-time favourite models.
Yeah.
I think Kitty might like it too.
Yeah, okay. Lights, cab detail, roof fans turning. Well, they're not turning right now. I'm just about to see one of them turning there. Cat. What do you reckon, Simon?
Great.
Oh, yeah. There you go, you can just see it spinning there. Oh, it stopped again. They do turn. We're running it with the wrong coaches. They are BR Mark IIIs, but they're somewhat outclassed.
The only thing that matches is that there's blue on both.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and they have grey roofs.
It's a couple of weeks now since we got the Midland Pullman train pack set. We've had a lot of fun running it on DC, on the baseboard inside. But now we're going to equip it with some decoders so we can run it on the DCC layout. And of course, we had to get sound. So we've got some ZIMO sound decoders again from the good people at YouChoos, loaded with the right sounds for our HST. We've got 2 of them, one for the front and one for the back. And we're going to install those now and see how it all works and what they sound like. And hopefully they've custom programmed these so they're going to be able to control the roof fans on the power cars as well. So let's see how that all works. These are pretty easy to disassemble. Having looked at the instructions, there are 4 screws. I prefer screws to clips. Here, here, and on the rear bogie, here and here. And the instructions say you have to rotate the bogies to gain access to the screws. And oh, here we go, it's coming now. Turn the locomotive the right way up and ease the body away from the chassis. Be very careful here because there are wires between locomotive and body. There we go, it's coming now. Gosh, that was quite tricky, but we've got it out. You can see the inside of it there. There's the screws dropping out. See the top of the 2 fans. Ease it off carefully off the circuit board. The speaker is here, installed already at the back, which is nice not having to install one myself. Out of the packet. And this should be nice and easy to install, I think. Yeah, there it is. It's stay alive capacitor. Yes, it goes that way up. I'm not sure if that's the way up I was putting it before. One of these is blanked out. There we go. That is solidly on now. Find space for this capacitor, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be room somewhere. Maybe back here, behind the fans. Right, let's pop it on the track and see what happens. One of the easier decoder fittings I've had to do. No speaker to install. I'm assuming it's set to default 3. Let's fire up the sound and see what happens. Oh yeah. Well, that's pretty impressive. Here's my list of sounds for this locomotive. The real question is, does function 8 make the fans turn? Oh yeah! Wonderful, doesn't that look amazing? Brilliant. Got it back together. It was a little bit tricky getting it all to slide back into place, but we've done it. Here we go. Oh yeah! What a beautiful noise. Let's see those lights. Forwards and reverse. And of course, the roof fans. Oh, wonderful. That's amazing. Very happy with that. I'm not going to lie, taking it apart to install the decoder made me very nervous. And I still have to fit the decoder in the other power car yet, the dummy power car. I'm going to leave that till a bit later. For now, Let's just run it. Well, that's the first power car, sound chip decoder installed, and a roaring success. Now it's time to move on to the rear dummy car and install the second decoder. I've got Simon helping me in the shed today. You're going to beep us a horn or something, Simon?
I can't. I'm trying to mind 6.
There it is. What a lovely toot. Okay, let's crack on with the second power car.
Real working fans.
Counting up? Yeah, here we go with sound decoder number 2.
It only does that when it's in reverse.
Oh, that's, yes, because only there's a forward and rear decoder. Okay, 2 different decoders, although they have the same number, and it only toots the one that's at the front, so that's probably why it wasn't tooting before. And when it's in reverse, yeah, the guard whistle only blows from the one that's in reverse. So it's a bit better than a consist, isn't it? Because you don't have to program each one separately.
It says 4 and 7.
There we go. Careful with the wires between loco and cab.
That's mute.
Oh yeah, well that's a useful function. I suppose it stops it quickly, doesn't it? Okay.
And it starts it quickly as well.
So we've got the back off this one, and it's now time to swap in the second and rear decoder. Done it. That's shining through. No, there's no power on it at the moment. Okay, fitting decoder number 2. Oh, that was a lot easier than decoder number 1. And then we need to use a little bit of black tack to fix this in place. But because there's no motor mechanism in here, there's a lot more space in this one, so it's going to be much easier.
There's a lot more space for screaming too!
Oh yeah! Just attach a little bit of black tack to the back of the capacitor, the stay alive capacitor. And I'm going to stow that, I think, towards the back here. Well, there's loads of space inside this power car. Actually, I wonder if it might be better to go underneath on those weights. Save the cabling running through. Yeah, let me just put it in there. And I'll sort of turn it so it isn't. There we go. No, I've just got to tidy up this wiring so that doesn't get trapped when I put the lid back on. So I'll put a little bit of tape on that to hold it in place. Tuck it all in there. Tape it thus. There we go. That's all held nice and neatly now, I think. So it's time to put the lid back on. This was much easier doing this one than it was the first one. So that's good. Slide that very carefully back inside.
It's me just checking something. And it's staying on for a long time.
Right, we're going to need to do a 2 power car test in a minute, Simon, see how they behave together. So I'm noticing here that one fan is definitely turning faster than the other. I don't know if they're meant to turn at the same speed or not, but that might be something we need to look at. Okay, here we go. Simon, are you excited?
Yeah.
We've got sound in both. Let's fire them up. Oh, lovely. We're going to bring it back to couple up. Let's just have a look at those roof fans. We've got both fans turning there. And this one of them's turning really slow, but that's probably fine. Red lights on the back. White lights on the front. Let's do this.
Tint is coming.
Yeah! Now we've got the coaches. Go on, Simon, fire up the sound. Roof fans. Top light. I think it was function free, wasn't it? There it is. Oh, look at it go. I think my favourite noise might be when it's running at a fairly steady speed and then you open it up a bit. Yes. Ooh. And maybe a bit too far.
That is the best train ever!
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that.